welcome parents, friends, staff, students, and Longfellow Middle School. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? All right, ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you're already seated. Before I begin, I would like to take the time to thank a very dedicated staff that has helped make this day, and every day at Longfellow a blessing. First off, my assistant principal, Mrs. Brookbank. The school counselor, Miss Ollie, I think she's back there. She puts her heart and soul into this school, and I thank you for that. Finally, I'd like to introduce the 8th grade staff. Mr. Raisler, and please stand when I announce your name. Miss Pollock. Miss Kopak. Mrs. Mackey, Mr. Kaminsky, Mrs. Wargo, Mrs. Hall, Ms. Todoroff, Ms. Becker, Mr. Dujanovic, Mrs. Lamperic. That was a quick up. Miss Owens, Mrs. Osmond, Mrs. Murdoch, Mr. Hager, Mr. Faria, Mr. Dickinson, and Miss Farney. And I see Mrs. Bird back there. Today brings us to the end of yet another school year. For you students, it's been filled with opportunities, experiences, and highlights. And while it's easy to think that 2017-18 school year is just another year, it's taken on some special significances. Just think of the memories you've made along the way. Now I'd like to highlight some of these opportunities the students have completed this year. We have a very successful news show, and that's because of the dedication of Miss Farney and Miss Pollock. Thank you very much. And the entire news crew. So please stand to be recognized if you're on the news crew. The Bully Busters. Under the direction of Miss Ollie, they've created some unforgettable memories through their kindness campaign. Please stand if you're a part of the Bully Busters. Thank you. We also had a trip to Boston for 7th and 8th graders that was very successful and memorable. I'd like to thank Mr. Dickinson and Ms. Pollock for taking the students on this opportunity. I only got 745 pictures to look at. Thank you. We also had Girls on the Run, Student Council, the Student versus Staff Dodgeball game, we won again, the Student Basketball game, the 8th grade formal, students had a night at the Masquerade Ball, and of course our PBIS events and our carnival. Now I'd like to bring to the podium Ms. Pollock, who will introduce our guest speaker.
Good morning. I'm Lisa Pollock. I'm a language arts teacher. I'm one of the old dogs that hang out in this building. Teaching sometimes can be very challenging and tough. Some days are very tough. But one of the most rewarding things being an educator is to have past students come back and hear about their successes. And I was very rewarded this past semester because one of Lorain's finest I had as a student as a 7th and 8th grader, and so did many of the other teachers in this building. He was a 7th and 8th grade student. He was a participant in one of our early news production crews. He graduated through the early college program. Then he went on to Baldwin Wallace College, and he returned to Longfellow to student teach with me and this really fun-loving group of students. So I'm very honored and privileged. He's also looking for a job. So I would like to introduce, it's my pleasure and my privilege to introduce Mr. Dylan Cook.
Good morning, everybody. As Lisa Pollock mentioned, my name is Dylan. The folks behind me know me better as Mr. Cook, and I'm here because I had the privilege of working with the 8th graders, soon-to-be 9th graders behind me today. I'd say that I'm happy to be here, and I am, but I can guess that I'm probably nowhere near as excited to be at this stage today than the 8th graders behind me. They've had a long year of hard work, and they've worked very hard to get here today, so we're all very proud of you. So I thought today what we could do is kind of reflect on some experiences that we've had. And I was thinking it's actually kind of funny. Being an 8th grader is a lot like being a student teacher in some very interesting ways. So since Mrs. Miller asked that I come in today, we're going to take some time and we're going to do that. This journey has been just that, a journey. You know, my first year I made some mistakes. That happens. It's y'all's last year. You made some mistakes too. We had a good time, had some laughs. But here's some ways that being an 8th grader is just like being a student teacher. And 8th graders, if this is you, like if you hear something, just give me a raise of a hand, a shout, whatever you got to do, let me know. 8th graders sometimes have to try 4 different computers because of technology issues. Yes? Mm-hmm. Student teachers sometimes have to try 4 different computers before they find one that doesn't have Sonic the Hedgehog on every tab. 8th graders sometimes have to finish their work in the 2 minutes before class starts because they forgot there was homework. Student teachers sometimes have to grade homework during lunch because they forgot to collect the homework. This one's from my news folks. 8th graders sometimes have to do a PowerPoint more than once because it didn't save. Faith, I saw that hand. Student teachers sometimes forget to hit record and the whole news show doesn't save. 8th graders wonder why their teacher is running around the room with a cape singing Peter Pan the Musical. Anybody? Yeah. Student teachers also wonder, why am I running around the room with a cape singing Peter Pan the Musical? It's on tape, folks. I want it destroyed. One more. 8th graders have to write argument papers about why cell phones should be allowed in classrooms. Student teachers sometimes have to argue with students about why they can't play Fortnite on their cell phones in the classroom. It's a fun time. It's a game we play. In all seriousness, though, I really can't describe how lucky I feel to have worked with the folks behind me. They made it through another school year in what is probably the toughest time to be a student in our country today. They qualified for a World Robotics Tournament. They had their art on display in competitions in Cleveland and Lorain. They represented the Longfellow Titans on the track, on the field, and on the court, and they do so much more. They're thriving. The students behind me, they're involved, they volunteer, they work with Bully Busters, they go to homework club, they're on the robotics team, they play sports, and sometimes their commitments make it so that way they show up to school before I do, and sometimes they stay later than I do. Some of them face obstacles in their lives, and sometimes those obstacles can feel too big to overcome, and still, we're here today. So one thing to remember too, you'll get to hear some of the amazing student speakers today, and really hearing how much they've grown, it's really fascinating for me as a teacher. We get to hear their growth from beginning to end, but you'll hear from some of the students today about their experiences and about some of the things that they've actually accomplished today. It's a really special treat for us. But more importantly, their hard work getting up to this point means that they get to sit in the comfortable chairs today. The rest of us, we're stuck in the bleachers. 8th graders, if you've got somebody here today, give them a thank you. You know how hard those seats are. I'm going to wrap things up because I try to stick to 5 minutes or less. My 8th graders know that I'm terrible with time. But I do want to leave everybody here a thank you for coming out today. All of you who are here in front of me, our 8th graders behind us, couldn't have accomplished nearly as much without the support that you've given them along the way. So 8th graders, let's take a moment just to thank the parents and the family and the others who are here to support us today. Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for having me today, everybody. Let's offer one more congratulations to the 8th graders, soon to be 9th graders behind me. Congratulations, 8th graders.
Next, I'd like to introduce to you a couple of ladies from our all-girls robotics team and a student from our news team. So Caitlin Armstrong, Bellamina Figueroa, and Sarah Washington. Come on up. They have a few words of, they ask if they could say a few words of encouragement to the class. Who's first? Sarah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah.
You want to get closer to the microphone?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay. My name is Sarah. Today I would like to speak about Longfellow. Our teachers are very kind, humble, and sweet. They do whatever they can to make this a very safe environment. Here they just don't care about academics. They care about our well-being. Not only our staff is kind, so is many of our students. We have a program called Bully Busters. They come together every Wednesday to spread positivity to all the students. We put things in lockers, after-school activities. We put many things together for our school. Also, our school district gives us many opportunities, like earning our associate's degree while in high school. We can go to Lorain High and do this, or we can go and take college classes at LCC. I never thought in the light of day that students 13 and 14 could go to college. Many students are inspired, taught lifelong lessons, and have never been discouraged while being here. Many of the staff and students have touched many of our hearts, and we thank you. Before I leave, I would like to say a quick poem. Some choose to live, and some choose to survive, but only some choose to make something great of our lives. Thank you for listening, and have blessed wishes to all.
Hi, I'm Bellamina. As you all know, I am a fellow 8th grader for a little bit longer. I'd like to start off by saying that it's been an honor to go to this school for my 7th and 8th grade year. I would like to thank the staff and faculty, specifically the teachers that I had this year and last year. I am going to start off with Ms. Pollock. She put up with me in class and on the Boston trip. She makes me giggle a lot. She's overall one of my best teachers I've ever had. Next is Mr. Dickinson. You also make me laugh. We talk in class a lot. I'm glad to have you 2 years in a row because I had him last year also for Avid. Next, Miss Miller. She is not necessarily one of my teachers that I had in class, but she's my principal. She supports the robotics team so much, and she supports me and all of my friends, and all of the extracurricular activities we have here are mostly because of her. Miss Mackey and Miss Kopak, who are my math teachers, they're two separate people, but they both taught me algebra. They always help us when we are in need. They ask them where we are stuck. If we don't understand something, they will explain it again if you need it. They are the best math teachers I could ever ask for. Now on to Mr. Raisler. I start my day with his class, and it means that I start my day off with a smile on my face because he makes me smile and laugh a lot. It is a great way to start off my day with Mr. Raisler. Miss Hall, who is my science teacher, she's a great teacher. My friend Paige, who is now in West Virginia, she loves her and she always remember her, even though she is in West Virginia. Mr. Kaminsky, who is not here because of jury duty, his class is my last class for core classes. It's a great way to end my core classes because I always leave, again, with a smile on my face because we talk about random things all of the time. Miss Ollie, who is next, she is our guidance counselor, as Miss Miller said. She will never give up on anything or on anyone, and she will help you the best of her ability. And last but not least, Miss Farney. She helps me with robotics. She has to put up with me for sometimes. She's put up with me for 6 hours at a time, multiple times before. I messed up my speech at our robotics banquet, and she still loves me even after that. She's the best, and I'm so glad to have the pleasure to have had her for school. I had her for a career tech also. She has been very influential on my life. Thank you for making these 2 years the best 2 years of my life so far. I have more years like this to come, but I'll always remember these 2 years because of all of you have left a positive mark on my brain and in my heart. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Armstrong. I've been at Longfellow for 2 years now. When I first joined, I was in 7th grade, and Longfellow was a 7th and 8th grade school only. There was no 6th graders. When I first started, I was nervous, about as nervous as I am right now, talking in front of all of you. There's a lot of people here. So as the year progressed, the amazing teachers and staff worked hard to make every single day safe and comfortable. Mr. Thomas and Ms. Velasquez made the hall safe and protected us, even if we didn't know they had our backs, and they deserve more appreciation than we give for both protecting us and making the parents know that we're safe. I know all of the students and staff have also changed and grew, not only as individuals, but some grew as a friend. We weren't acquainted with everybody here, and I know all of us missed out on some amazing people. But everyone will continue to shine. This chapter in our life is coming to an end. But it's not like it's to think it's the end. Now, this is leading to something greater. By passing the 8th grade, we not only made everyone around us proud, we are now moving to the next part of our life, to bigger and better things. But we've made it so far throughout all the years. So why stop now? High school's right around the corner. Now, during summer, don't just sit around and waste time. Prepare and keep working to make next year even better than this year. And the year after that, make it better than the last year. I mean, it'll make a very great year if you keep doing that. Make your high school year even more worth it, not just with education, but how much there is to learn for amazing people you will meet and who you continue to walk through all the hardships of life with. But most of all, make sure you have one of the best school years anyone can have. Make the most out of your time there. And remember, high school can be a lot of drama. It can be a drama zone. And it takes the strongest and the smartest people to avoid it. Now, all the people sitting behind me, and everybody who will be sitting behind me in the following years with a smile on their face, knowing that they did something amazing. They all have the strength and they all have the power to do that. They can continue to avoid it and make the most out of their education for all their use at the high school. Good luck to everybody, and I hope it has the best year next year.
I have one more thing to say. This is a poem that was originally written by Joanna Fudge. I don't remember how to say the last name. For the high school graduation to class of 2018. I edited a little bit since we're not graduating high school. We are starting our journey to the high school this year. The poem is, "Keep on learning, Titan. Your whole life is an education that has only just begun. High school is the first big step, for knowledge is the special key to winning what you want in life and being what you want to be. If you'll always be a student, you'll always find secrets to success and travel on the open road to peace and happiness." Thank you.
Thank you. Now, finally, your Student Council President, Nayeli Martinez would like to say a few words of inspiration to the 8th grade class.
My name is Nayeli Martinez, and this year I was the student council president. This past school year has been very interesting and has been a great experience, getting to know the staff members, teachers, and my fellow peers. I had the chance to experience things like being one of the lucky girls to go on the Spark field trip. I will always remember the field trip that I won $20. I mean, who wouldn't? Another memory was a time that we had to walk in the cold to see a contemporary youth orchestra in Cleveland. I mean, how great was that? Why couldn't the bus park closer to it? Anyway, before I move on, I would like to recognize our 8th grade student council members. As your name is called, please come forward to get your certificate. Caitlin Armstrong. Aiden Codman. Ayana Harris. Bellamina Figueroa. Alicia Copley. And Nayeli Martinez. Thank you guys for all your hard work and commitment. This group of students put on a great Teacher Appreciation Week to recognize our teachers. We also spent time sponsoring for the dodgeball game and decorating for our 8th grade formal. While student council remains up front, I would like to say that the students of the class of 2022 are not the only ones leaving Longfellow Middle this year. Ms. Miller, will you please come up and join me? Sadly, Ms. Miller will be leaving Longfellow Middle School. She will no longer be our principal. I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. So, Ms. Miller, whoever replaces you here at Longfellow will never replace you with the place that you have in our hearts. You are one of a kind, and I know that you developed a good relationship with these students and your staff. Our student council members would like to present you with this award for all the hard work you have done here at Longfellow Middle School. Also, Student Council has put together a best wishes book that has pictures and messages for you. On behalf of the class of 2022, we thank you for your service, and you will be missed.
Thank you. Sorry, I knew there'd be tears, so. All right, where are we? Now I have the opportunity to present to you the class of 2022 and their certificates of completion for the 8th grade. Mrs. Brookbank will announce the names as I give the certificates. So come on up, Mrs. Brookbank. You ready for this? Yep. Okay. So, am I first? Oh, Mrs. Brookbank's gonna go. I'm not right. I'm not.
Okay, you ready? Okay. Sandra Abney. Aaliyah Acevedo. Jacob Addis. Miguel Allende. Jaden Alston. Alana Amador. Caitlin Armstrong. Jordan Bales. Brianna Barker. Armani Berger. Heaven Boggs. Mariah Brown. Nadia Brown. Peyton Canfield. Jessica Canterbury. Anira Carabella. Cameron Cardamone. Ariana Carlton. Bradley Carruthers. Jasmine Castillo. Dewan Champion. Lord Chapman. Michelle Chavez. Krishaya Chester. Tavari Clayton. Aishalay Coleman. Faith Crenshaw. Cheyenne Crittenden. Isabella Cruz. Lisa Cruz. Braden Davis. Levante Davis. Mason Davis. Isabel DeCoste. Nathan Deeds. Michael DeMassimo. Kaylani Duque. Janavi Edwards. Marshall Fairley. Mason Feldy. Brooklyn Ferguson. Bellamina Figueroa. Alessandra Flores. Shamar Gant. Nathan Gomez. Jasmine Gonzalez. Jeffrey Granberry. Anthony Grantham. Yasmir Greenhill. Joseph Haddix. Mercedes Hilitska. Aliyah Hamed. Keyshawn Henderson. Jacob Hasledge. Piper Hasledge. Ayana Harris. Arlisha Hampton Copley. Dewan Howard Young. Caden Hunt. Austin Engel. Darrell Jackson. Corey Jordan. Alana Kelly. Daquan Kimbrough. Alea Kimbrough. Alan Kisner. Alexander Knapp. Aiden Codman. Matthew Kozlowski. Melinda LeBoy. Sue Lapache. Karina Lopez. Gage Martinez. Javier Martinez. Nayeli Martinez. Richard Massey. Vinoy McKissick. Isabella McMillan. Gabrielle McNeil. Paris McNeil. Darlene McNeely. Hunter Miller. Debriana Molina. Tara Moore. Martin Morgenstein. Jerome Mosley. Kaylee Nagy. Alan Newson. Matthew Noble. Amaya Nolan. Gilberto Oocho Paredes.
No. Trying to steal your principal's award.
Kane Aleko. Camille Ortiz. Amaya Overton. Tobias Overton. Deasia Patton. Charles Payne. Kenneth Pickering. Joshua Porter. Alejandro Puente. Phyllis Radell. Aurora Ryberic. Yasmarie Rivera. Angelise Rodriguez. Justin Rodriguez. Isaiah Rojas. Jose Romero. Josephine Rufo. Amariana Santiago. Jadiel Serrano. Kathy Silva. Braden Smith. Tatiana Smith. Nyasia Smith. Jesse Smith. Kaylee. Mariana Spraggins. Nisaya Steelman. Tymir Strozier. Seven Sweeney. Tatiana Tarrant. Desire Tinsley Lumpkin. John Vansickle. Josiah Visalden. Taj Wanamaker. Shyla Wargo. Sarah Washington. Kalia Williams. Cameron Wilson. Cesare Hollis. And Dominic Wise. Oh, I'm taking your stuff.
All right, thank you, and let's give them a round of applause, please. I do have a few more awards to hand out. We have some art awards and then the principal's awards. So let me get my art awards. Amazing, amazing artwork. If you saw on your way in, a lot of the artwork for the 8th graders is displayed on the walls. We have some incredible students that just the opportunities that they have is amazing. So for the Lorain County Art School, or the Lorain County School Art Exhibit, Aaliyah Acevedo, come on up. Congratulations, Emily. Artleisha Copley. Alana Kelly. Such talent here. Mariana Santiago. Jasmine Castillo. And their artwork is in here as well on the back, some of the things that were displayed at a couple of the different functions that we had. I do have some Excellence in Art Awards, and this one goes to Joshua Porter. Congratulations. Kaylee Nagy. Ayana Harris. Kathy Silva. Peyton Canfield. Mariana Santiago. Alana Kelly. Alea Esvido. You might be up here one more time. Artleisha Copley. Congratulations. And Jasmine Castillo. And then I have Memorial Day art exhibits. These are just amazing pieces of art, I have to say. Brianna Barker. Parents, you really should be proud. I can't tell you how nice these things are. Alana Amador.
Thank you.
Jessica Canterbury. I know you're looking at me. Hold on, it's stuck. Oh, sorry. Kathy Silva. Kaylee Nagy. Go. Congratulations. Alana Kelly. I think she entered everything possible, right? Artleisha Copley. And Joshua Porter. You're welcome. Congratulations. All right, now I have principal awards. This award goes out to students who have shown a positive outlook on academics, character, and participates in school activities. This class has been more than that. Parents, you need to be proud. I'd pick all of you if I could, but I had to choose it. 4 females, 4 males. So the following ladies, please come up Ayana Harris. Alana Kelly. Yeah, just stand there. Nayeli Martinez. And Alea Kimbrough. All right, thank you. Males, I'd like you to please come up. Javier Martinez. Mason Pac-Man Davis. John Van Sickle. And Nathan Gomez. All right. So, closing remarks. There was a video, as I told you earlier, but unfortunately, with the computer changes, we were not able to play that. But I have a very talented news crew that puts through some amazing work. So please congratulate them. I'm very blessed and privileged to stand here this morning as your principal. Wish to say, students, thank you for the memories and be proud, make me proud in high school.
Everybody stand up!
Thank you. Report cards will be available outside in the main office. Outside of the main office, you can take your child if you would like to. They need to be signed out, however. Cake will be served in the gym. And thank you for attending.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.